Hey guys, I'm Sarah and I'm coming to you today with a recipe sort of focusing on these wondrous bring a plate things that you always seem to get, especially school things. One thing that I love doing is shortbread stars. I punch shortbread into star shapes, drizzle different coloured icing on. Super easy, super awesome. I will link that video down below. But this is another idea as well, which is like little ginger biscuit, not like ginger nuts, not super hard, more like gingerbread cookies, just with some little M&Ms, something festive dotted in the middle of them. These are really easy, they're really yummy, they look the part and they go down great with the kids. In a bowl I'm going to add 2 cups of just plain flour, add in half a teaspoon of baking soda, 1 tablespoon of ginger. This can be altered depending on how powerful you want it. This won't blow your head off, but it is a very, very nice ginger flavour. 1 cup of brown sugar. We want to mix those ingredients all together and then put in 150 grams of butter. Make sure it's nice and cold. Of course, you can replace that with table spread if you like. 150 grams and just cut it in until it starts to sort of resemble a breadcrumby type texture, and then we're going to beat up an egg, add that in there, mix it all together. You want to bring it together like a dough ball and judge its stickiness. You don't want it to be super duper sticky. You want to be able to sort of handle it without getting mixture all over your hands. So sprinkle a bit more flour over it if you need to, just so that it's not super duper sticky. Then you want to wrap it up in cling film and put it in the fridge for about 30 minutes because you want this to be really nice and cold before you put it in the oven. So after 30 minutes, I'm going to take this. Now you've got options. You could roll it out, you could punch it into different shapes. I'm just going to make it into little balls, press it down to its sort of about half a centimetre, about 5 millimetres thick, and I'm going to put an M&M in the middle of each one. I couldn't, I had actually got these plans to go to like the pick and mix bins and maybe try and obtain all the red and green ones. That would be a bit sneaky, but no, they didn't have them in the bins anyway, so I just bought the packets. So mine will be multicoloured, but hey, you know, you can still drizzle festive coloured icing on, whatever. These go down great regardless. Kids will not care what colour they are. So we're going to put that in a preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius, and these cook really quickly. You only need between 8 to 10 minutes. Then take them out, let them cool on the tray. If you want to, you can then make some icing for them. You could just make a mixture of icing, sugar and water and just drizzle it over. You can add food colouring to that icing mixture. We're just tasting the ones without the icing on because the icing's still drying and setting. I got a bit decorative. I did a blue one because blue M&Ms are my favourite for reasons.
Blue M&Ms are my favourite. Yeah, blue M&Ms are my favourite too. I mean, I'm feeling the same, but...
I mean, that is nice, yummy, lovely, soft, gingerbread, bicky, cookie, whatever you call them in your part of the world. But the important thing is, not only are they yummy, but they look the part. You know, the nice Christmassy ones that I've got the drizzle on, they look cool. And that's the main thing really, isn't it? Coolness.
These are really nice. I mean, they're very soft in the
Yeah,
middle.
very fluffy.
They are. They're not like ginger nuts that are super duper crunchy. They're gingerbread bickies. Yeah. There we go. Hit the like button that's down there under Sam. Maybe, ish, around there-ish. Subscribe. And we will catch you next week. Bye.